Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family. Because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
Could one simple mistake turn a night of joy into one of the most unforgettable scandals in Chinese entertainment? Tonight, we uncover the jaw-dropping story of Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi, two rising stars who found themselves kicked out of Mei Mei's wedding, for a reason that will leave you speechless. The evening was supposed to unfold like a dream, the kind of grand celebration that would be remembered for years to come. Mei Mei's wedding had been whispered about for weeks across the entertainment industry, not only because of the bride and groom's influence, but because of the dazzling guest list. This was no ordinary event. It was the kind of gathering where glamour and power mingled under the same chandelier-lit halls. Producers, directors, celebrated actors, and musical icons were all invited, turning the occasion into a spectacle that reflected both love and prestige. It was meant to be a sanctuary of joy, a night where everyone set aside the usual pressures of the industry to celebrate something pure and human, the union of two people in love. Yet beneath the surface of this carefully orchestrated evening, destiny was quietly preparing a twist that no one could have anticipated. Guests arrived in shimmering gowns and tailored suits, the air filled with the hum of conversation, laughter, and the clicking of camera shutters capturing the glow of the evening. Every detail had been planned to perfection, from the flower arrangements cascading in ivory and blush, to the music that flowed like a gentle stream, welcoming every arrival with warmth. To be part of this wedding was to step into a world that felt almost enchanted, a world where elegance defined every movement. People carried themselves with a certain grace, aware that they were part of something exclusive and grand. The bride and groom were not merely celebrating their vows, they were offering their guests a momentary escape from the chaos of daily life in the entertainment industry. And yet, within this carefully woven tapestry of beauty and joy, something unexpected was about to unfold. The guests had no idea that the night's most unforgettable memory would not be tied to the couple's first dance or the heartfelt speeches shared over candlelight. Instead, it would be an incident so extraordinary, so human in its simplicity, that it would eclipse the very reason everyone had gathered. In the midst of the grandeur, fate had chosen this night, this wedding, to remind everyone present of life's unpredictability. What began as an evening of celebration was about to shift into a story that would travel far beyond those golden walls, capturing the attention of millions and igniting conversations across the world. When Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi arrived at the venue, the atmosphere seemed to shift ever so slightly, as if the universe itself was aware of their presence. They were not merely guests slipping into the background of a crowded hall. They carried with them the weight of rising stardom, the kind of energy that commands attention without demanding it. Lu Yuning, tall and composed, wore a tailored suit that spoke of refinement and quiet confidence. His expression carried the calm assurance of someone accustomed to public adoration. Yet on that night there was also an unmistakable warmth in his eyes, a readiness to share in another's joy. Beside him, Zhao Lusi glowed with effortless elegance. Her gown shimmered under the lights, each movement reflecting a delicate grace that seemed to captivate every gaze that followed her across the room. She embodied the perfect balance of charm and poise, her smile gentle yet radiant, making strangers feel like friends in an instant. As the pair entered, the soft murmur of conversations rose, blending with the music in a rhythm that felt almost choreographed. They greeted other attendees with ease, exchanging handshakes and smiles that seemed entirely genuine. To those who watched, it was a moment that spoke not of celebrities and fans, but of human connection. For once, the spotlight did not seem forced. It seemed natural, as though the evening had been waiting for their arrival to feel complete. Guests noted how comfortable they appeared, how seamlessly they fit into the grandeur of the occasion, like two stars perfectly aligned within a constellation. Their presence added a certain sparkle to the atmosphere, a sense that the celebration had been elevated by the addition of such beloved figures. Cameras clicked discreetly, capturing fleeting moments of laughter and grace, images that would soon circulate online as proof of their impeccable style. Yet beyond the beauty and glamour, what struck many most was the sincerity with which they participated. They were not there to outshine the bride or groom, nor to draw attention to themselves. They carried the quiet dignity of colleagues and friends who had come simply to honor love, to share in happiness, and to give warmth to a day already overflowing with it. In those first moments of arrival, before the night unfolded into its unforgettable twist, Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi embodied everything the public admired in them: elegance, humility, and a capacity to light up any room they entered. What began as a flawless evening soon revealed a quiet tension, a ripple that spread beneath the polished surface of celebration. At first it was barely noticeable, the kind of subtle unease that lingers at the edges of a room. A whisper here, a puzzled glance there, as though something in the carefully arranged order of the wedding did not quite fit. Guests exchanged polite smiles, uncertain whether to voice the questions forming in their minds. Even the coordinators, trained to manage every detail with precision, seemed caught off guard as they moved briskly through the aisles, their expressions betraying the first hints of alarm. For Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi, everything still seemed perfectly natural. They laughed with the people seated around them, raising glasses in quiet toasts and engaging in warm conversation as though they belonged entirely in that moment. To them, these were colleagues, relatives, perhaps distant acquaintances whose names had slipped their memory. They had no reason to question the authenticity of the evening, no reason to imagine that the elegant couple they congratulated so sincerely were strangers whose story had nothing to do with their own lives. Then came the pause, the silence that grows heavy before a truth finally reveals itself. A member of the event staff, hesitant yet determined, approached with a request to verify their invitations. At first, it seemed like a simple formality, a minor detail in the smooth running of an important evening. But when the names on their invitations did not match the names of the bride and groom, the reality unfolded with breathtaking clarity. They were in the wrong hall, celebrating the wrong wedding. The recognition was almost unbearable. The smiles faded, replaced by stunned disbelief. Guests who had once leaned closer to hear their words now leaned back, startled by the revelation. Lu Yuning, usually so composed, was visibly shaken, the color draining from his face as he understood the weight of the mistake. Zhao Lusi, known for her grace, instinctively turned toward the bride, bowing with heartfelt apologies, her voice trembling with sincerity. What had seemed like a moment of shared joy now became a scene of profound embarrassment, one that neither of them could undo. It was in that instant that the night shifted from a tale of elegance to a story destined for headlines. A reminder that even amidst splendor, human error has the power to rewrite the script of an entire evening. When security gently approached them to check their invitations, the realization hit like lightning. Witnesses say Lu Yuning's face turned red, while Zhao Lusi bowed deeply and offered heartfelt apologies. They hadn't misbehaved, they hadn't caused a scene, they had simply made a human mistake. But the management of the venue made a swift decision. Both stars were asked to leave immediately. The twist of fate grew harsher still. By the time they rushed to the real ceremony they were invited to, it was already over. 2 celebrations both missed. One unforgettable embarrassment. On social media the story exploded. Some laughed at the absurdity, calling it the comedy of the decade. Others felt sympathy, praising Zhao Lusi's humility and Lu Yuning's sincerity in apologizing. Industry insiders, meanwhile, debated whether celebrities need better training for high-profile events. But beyond the laughter and the gossip, many fans found something deeply human in the story. These 2 stars, adored, admired, constantly under pressure, showed the world that mistakes happen. And sometimes even the brightest stars can stumble into the wrong room. What makes this story powerful is not the mistake itself, but how they responded. Instead of excuses, they showed honesty. Instead of pride, they showed humility. And in doing so, Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi reminded millions that vulnerability can be just as inspiring as success. It's a moment that blends comedy, tragedy, and humanity, all rolled into one unforgettable night. So what do you think? Was this just a funny accident? Or a harsh lesson about life under the spotlight? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates from Update X24H. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep following the stories that move the world. you.